Hello and welcome back to another Graviteam Tactics video. The new DLC is out called Under the Cruel Star, which plays in February or on February 18th, 1943. I'm playing on the side of the 1st SS Division Leibstandarte Adolf Hitler. And my task is to hold my positions. As you can see in the historical overview, this is what's going to happen. The Russians are attacking me, the 6th Guards Cavalry Corps, consisting of the 184th Rifle Division and the 11th Cavalry Division, so mostly cavalry. And we are dug in on this line here along a gully. There's Farmstead or Divka up here. And then the other important one, Farmstead Podkopai. Okay. So I have basically a battalion of motorized infantry, and later I will receive in one turn Stuks, and in 6 turns Panzers. Until then I have to hold out on this line. So as I said, motorized infantry battalion. Down here in a very exposed position is 8th company. Up here 6th company. Then I have in reserve, and I will keep them in reserve for now, 7th company. And then I have this heavy weapons company, which I think I will actually move up to here to kind of close that gap, because they will attack here immediately, and they do have a bunch of mortars and heavy machine guns in here, which will be useful. So I'm going to move these guys up. And they're not dug in, of course, which is kind of bad, but better than nothing, I guess. And okay, what I will do next is look at my guys and assign support. Okay, apparently I can do that. It's all set to trucks, even though I don't think in this situation trucks will be of much help. But over here, what can I do? Reinforce support, okay. That means I think they get artillery spotters and stuff. Reinforce support, nice. Okay. Other than that, can I put anything else? 8th and 6th. What happens here? Heavy platoon engineer company, additional machine guns, and flamethrowers. Okay, flamethrowers are relatively useless, but and let's say I put support in here. Okay, then one of the machine gun platoons from the heavy company gets moved over here. Yeah, why not? That way I have more machine guns here. Okay. Then I would say let's defend. Next turn, the Russians will probably just attack me. Oh, they're actually flanking. I hadn't really seen that coming, but okay, here we go. We have, I think, all forces in combat, and they are going for Podkopai or whatever it's called. Alright, see you on the 3D map. And here we are in the 3D view. And there's this exposed position. So what I did was the SS infantry from 8th company is dug in on the edge of the village here, from positions where they can kind of pull back into their into the village itself, into this gully. And the Russians have to cross relatively open ground here, I hope. And in order to destroy them there, I put up a lot of heavy weapons over here, mostly MG42s. But also, well, okay, that's an anti-tank rifle. I don't know how useful that will be. If they have tanks, I'm not sure it will knock them out, because it's just a 2.8 centimeter gun. But, you know, more MG42s here. And so the idea is to turn this whole area into a kill zone and pull back the infantry into the gully if need be. Over here, basically the same thing. We have a big base of fire somewhere. Here, yeah, I was right. And, well, here it's more for reverse slope. So we have defenders here, but also on the other side in this little forested area, or close to it at least. Again, relatively open terrain. I don't know, they're not supposed to attack here according to the overview map, but they might, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Depends on what the AI does. And I also had, where did I put the heavy weapons here? 1 second. It's always a problem with this game, to find your units without any, what's it called, without any symbols. But okay, yeah, heavy weapons also dug in over here. And then we also have some on this hill here. These aren't dug in, those are reinforcement troops, but we have more MG42s here. Actually, we have a lot of MG42s if you look at this. Artillery observer and a Hanomag, which also can shoot, obviously. And we also have infantry guns somewhere. I think I put them here somewhere. No? 1 sec. Where are they? Can't I just jump to them quickly somehow? Apparently not. They're all blinking because I told them to hold fire. Where is the anti-tank gun? Oh, they're over here somewhere, right? Ah, yeah. So that's another position I have here, with the, not anti-tank guns, infantry guns. And yeah, let's see what happens. Go down into the trenches and start the battle. It's relatively early in the morning. They're already in this gully, not good. You can see there the signals going up. So far I'm set to hold fire. Some artillery is scheduled to come down in this area, and also on this farmstead here that is like a point of interest. Some of my infantry falling. I think that was actually where the signal went up, so maybe that was actually a good pre-planned strike. Of course, hard to tell what will happen there. I'm hearing tanks maneuvering. So far I don't think I spotted them. So they have tanks. Well, that's my big weakness. I don't have anti-tank weapons except for the 2.8 centimeter guns, which is like a tapered bore heavy anti-tank rifle. I don't remember ordering that, to be honest. Okay, the Russians are spawning apparently directly in front of our trenches, which was weird. Or I think that's supposed to be like an infiltration team or something, I don't know. Anyway, we opened up our attack here. What does that mean? No, okay. I think I gave a few too many orders. Yeah, still infantry here. Okay, we wiped out that unit, but there was probably only a scouting party. Oh, the question is, where will the main attack be? I mean, if they're clever, they're probably gonna go through this gully here. Although I do have people to watch them here with the mortars and so on. Okay, after that initial fight, so far not much else has happened. A few minutes have gone by and apparently there's some Russians coming. That's my artillery, of course, but not really a big attack though, or at least it doesn't feel like it so far. Okay, so yeah, there's more than that. Okay, Russian infantry advancing. Blue trousers, so they're probably cavalry if I had to guess. Yep. That seems pretty hard to attack with just infantry. My infantry guns opening up. Making themselves useful. Should probably be careful that these guys don't completely waste all the ammunition or something. That's my MG42s. My heavy machine guns are MG42s. The normal squads still use MG34s. And here come the MG42 bullets. Oh, what do we have here? Enemy tank, Valentine. So that's British tank in Russian service. These might actually be pretty hard to knock out with my anti-tank rifles, to be honest. I mean, Valentine tanks are nothing to sneeze at. I mean, it's not a Sherman or anything like that, but it's still not easy to knock out, I believe. Not to mention that I'm not even sure I have my anti-tank rifle in a great position, to be honest. Oh, where do I have it? Actually, that's in the... over there. Well, that's pretty far away. And I don't think at that range I can knock out Valentine with that kind of light anti-tank weapon. Seems unlikely. Then again, I think maybe the Valentine in Russian service also doesn't have HE ammo, like, you know, because the British 2-pounder didn't really come with HE. So it might not be that dangerous. No, that's not a gamble I'm willing to take. Nice. I think the Russians are pretty pinned down here. Okay, they jumped off the tank. Jesus Christ, I'm putting down a lot of fire. It's starting to snow and the infantry is coming pretty close. Although, as you can see, my machine guns are doing some nice support from over there. I told the infantry guns, because I don't want them to run out of ammo yet, I told them to stop firing for now. Here we have the tank. One sec. Can my... No, nobody can see it. I think my mortars are joining in as well. Over there's my big position on the hill. The problem is, now with the snow starting to fall... Jesus Christ, come down. With the mortars you don't have all the ammunition, you know. With the snow starting to fall, that is actually working in my to my disadvantage. Simply because I'm not actually I won't be able to shoot at them from long range quite as much. Can you see the tank? No, okay. The AT rifle can't see the tank. I wonder if I can knock out the tank with the... What kind of ammo do the infantry guns have? Let's see, what does one of those have? Oh, see, they're already running out of ammo. It's one of those HE heat, 29 heat shells. So maybe I can knock them out. Oh, I think it might be under fire. I think I hear the, yeah, the Panzerbuchse, I think, shot at it. Maybe I should switch these back on and say don't shoot at infantry, but shoot. Maybe then they will try to take out the tank. Okay, it says searching. I don't know if they see the tank. Yep, they are supposed to see it. Question is, I don't think... I mean, heat rounds penetrate based on explosives, so they don't really care at what range they hit. But it might be hard to actually hit something with a short gun like that at this range, to be honest. I think my mortars are gunning for the tank. Not those mortars. It looks so weird to see the tracer's arc so high because it's so far away. But of course that's the good thing about the German MG42 is that you can use it at that range with the scope on the Lafette mount. Okay, my artillery is coming in as well. Nope, that looked like something was shooting at the tank. Probably the Panzerbuchse if I had to guess. Yep, the Panzerbuchse is shooting at it. That was not a hit. and it's going out of range again, I guess. Yeah, you guys will have to tank that tank for a bit. The Russians popped some red smoke here. Oh, it got hit by something. I think the infantry gun shot at it. Yep, it's firing. Loading. Maybe we can knock it out with the heat shells. I mean, it's not completely out of the question, I guess. Oh, that actually seemed to do some damage. Shooting at something. I wonder what that red smoke is for. Oh, I think we immobilized it actually, look at that. Maybe the tank popped that smoke to hide itself, or it's some kind of signal that they use? I don't know. I think the artillery or our infantry guns actually disabled it. Or at least not disabled it, I mean it's still active, but the tracks seem to be thrown. You can actually see the shrapnel impacting on it from time to time, that looks cool. That looked a bit buggy though. Okay. A little overview. Yeah, the tank is kind of the problem, we need to get rid of that somehow. Actually, I just watched this and that smoke was fired by one of our guns, but I don't know which one. Maybe the infantry gun? Okay, the mortars are running out of ammo. Maybe the infantry guns do that automatically to hide from the tank? I think I hear another tank actually. So this ain't over. Nope, there was a hit from the infantry guns, I think. And that might have been from the... no, not from the Panzerboxer. Weird. I mean, we're scoring hits on this thing. How much they do is a different question, of course. I'm kind of running out of mortar ammo. Maybe I should... Who's under fire? MG42s are taking some fire apparently. That was another hit by something. Question is, does it do anything? That's the thing in combat mission, which is actually kind of unrealistic, I guess. You get immediate feedback of what happened when you hit something. Here it's like, are they bailing out? Maybe, maybe not. They're bailing out. Nice. So I will tell these guys hold fire again, so they don't waste all their ammo. Maybe I will tell these as well. for now hold fire. Yep, they certainly, we certainly knocked out this one. They bailed out and apparently one of them got hit. I did tell my guys to stop shooting. I mean the mortars at least. As you can see, the weather is actually getting worse. I'm not prepared to call this a snowstorm just yet, but it's, the visibility is getting worse. Now we have knocked out one tank. I'm still hearing another, but it's not spotted yet, so who knows where that's going. And with the snowstorm or whatever brewing, yeah, no, I did actually call it a snowstorm, I guess. Problem is now they can sneak up on me, I think. I wonder what that guy is shooting at, to be honest. I'm not seeing much right now. Yeah, hear that tank? It's driving around somewhere, maybe even in the gully here. There's still some infantry alive here, apparently. I've told the mortars to stop shooting for now, because, you know, ammunition. Question is, will they attack again in strength and I can switch the mortars back on? Can somebody answer this question for me? The machine gun here is firing, I don't see the target and it says searching. What are they doing? Is that like grazing fire? Because I didn't tell them to do that. Is that supposed to be like marking targets for the other guys? Because it doesn't say firing, it says searching. So, if anybody knows more about this game, can you tell me this? Thanks. Actually, maybe the tank engine is the one from this one, because it still seems to be going. So, apparently the tank is idling there while the crew's dead or fleeing. So maybe they don't have any more tanks. If there isn't any strong attack by quarter to 11, I might actually advance on this flank here into this area and try to seize this farm or whatever that is, and maybe that will allow me, you know, a better position later. And if not, at least it will annoy the Russians. That guy seems to be fleeing. The game is paused and I'm in overview mode. The enemy just offered a ceasefire, but I'm not gonna take it. I will try to go for some territory and maybe cause some more casualties. So, over here, we will tell Platoon Hotzel here to, you know what, Scout, I think there's a command called Scout, right? Recon. Modify fast maneuver, cancel order. I think cancel order means that if they get shot at, they will go to ground and not advance further. So okay, let's go over there. Maybe they will reach it. If not, I will just take the ceasefire. This platoon is in a reserve, so they will go into their positions here and take defense. Okay, let's go. Let's see how this scout thing works. Oh, they're actually going pretty fast then. Here we have Panzer Grenadiers from the 1st SS Division colorized, 1943. We will see. Maybe the Russians are waiting for us and... Calm down, man. In which case, I will just pull these guys back. They have a lot of captured rifles, interestingly. Then I will pull them back, of course, but if not, I might be able to get that key point at least. Maybe throw the Russians off balance, who knows. Yep. And there are their vacated positions, which I hope the other platoon will get into. So far no fire. Warum geben die nicht einfach auf? Why aren't they just surrendering? Well, maybe because they know they're gonna get completely displaced and genocided and enslaved if they give up, you idiot. That's why they don't give up. Because sometimes you just have to fight against some fascist cunts. But okay. Let's see if we can reach that farm, and then I will tell them to take positions in here. I guess this is supposed to be like a collective farm or something like that. It's a nice map, but pretty open and flat. Yeah, the tank's still idling. Oh. What's going on? Russians. Yeah, the problem is the Russians are kind of out of sight of my support units because they're in some little dip in the ground here, you can see. They can't be seen from up there. Crap, took a casualty there. Okay, yeah, I'm taking the ceasefire. Goodbye. And Holzer will pull back. Fast. Draw? I wouldn't call that a draw. I'm pretty sure I gave out a bit more than I got. So I have had 5 casualties, 2 killed, 3 heavily wounded, and 12 wounded, and they had 40 casualties. So that's pretty good. 6 killed, 34 heavily wounded, and 9 lightly wounded, and they lost 1 vehicle. Let's look at what's going on after the battle. And please don't tell me the game fucked me over again and... No, okay, that makes sense. I still have my initial... Oh, okay, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to capture that with just a platoon. But it was worth a try, I guess. Let's see, what do they have? They have lots of infantry here. Lots and lots of infantry, holy crap. What kind of infantry is that? Blue trousers means cavalry. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Oh, and they have 2 tanks here as well. And what do they have as artillery? Mortars. Yeah, they were actually starting to fire just as the ceasefire hit. That could have been horrible otherwise for that scouting platoon, I mean. So yeah, a bunch of mortars. And yeah, so that was actually more of a probe, because they didn't use their main force here. And they did still have tanks. That's some kind of HQ element, I guess. I guess what I could have done, theoretically, is push out into here, seize the crossroad, but at some point you have to ask yourself why, you know, like what is the point, you know? Oh, they have some guns as well. What do they have? That's also some kind of infantry gun, which I don't think fired on me. But yeah, this is one of their strong points. Didn't I order a bombardment of this? I don't think that ever came in. Weird. So let's see what knocked out that tank. Actually, one sec. The tank is here, right? That is in my area. I wonder if that means I can theoretically capture it. I mean, I know that happens automatically, but... Okay, what does that mean? That's the heat round from the 7.5 centimeter gun, obviously. From 688 meters, triggered. And I think this is what got destroyed. Radio, turret, side, chassis, engine. So I guess that all got destroyed. And there's one shot from the heavy anti-tank rifle that apparently did not go through. I mean, this is a ricochet, right? Like the round came from here, poof, ricocheted like that. And But then, in that case, they would all be ricochets? Although that looks like it went through, right? Ah. Look at that. I mean, that looks like it went through. Anyway, does anybody know how to decipher this? I probably should look into the manual a bit more. But yeah, anyway, I count this as a victory. And let's see the operational map. And here we go, yep. That is the unit that attacked me. And that was the first round. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching and have a nice day.